We got something new, something fresh today. Stole this team from Joey's channel. I saw him use it earlier. I was like, I'm in the mood for some spice. You know I'm always in the mood for spice. The spice here is Infernape. Now, be warned. I do not like hazard control-less teams, right? So really what you should do if you're going to use this team is probably swap the Infernape out for a Cinderace. Just know this. We're going to proceed. With caution, of course, but we're going to proceed nonetheless. Anyway, anywho, let's see. I could see Goldengo doing a little something here. It just depends. Just depends, you know what I'm saying? We can do a little something. I can see this Infernape being quite the nuisance. Ogerpon is quite the nuisance. Quite the nuisance. And frankly, I'm very weak to that Goldengo because the only things like scanning his team, the only thing that can touch this cliff is the Goldengo and the Sneasler. Sneasler, obvious solution. Goldengo on the other hand, not so much. Now, what we do have going so beautifully for us is that we have this young Gliscor, right? And this Dragapult is nothing to me. Nothing to me. It's nothing to me. It's mere stealth rocks because you know he's going to be hexing, right? Ah, been learning the meta game, huh? Been learning the meta game, haven't we? But nah, this is actually very bad. The reason being is that this, not only he's going to Wisp and I'm unaware, meaning I can't, I'm going to be taking burn and hex damage. I'll be taking about 55% per turn. And he's Terra Ghosted now, so I can't even revenge kill him. So isn't that wondrous? Isn't that just splendid? And I'm not a Spadef Infernape. One solution to this may be the Goldengo. Let's see how much Nape takes. Should have Wisp. This allows for me to... Oh, darts. He darts first. That's actually blessed. Because I'm more Fizdef and I'm well outside of the range, I believe, of Hex from here. Which allows for me to knock off, even if he were to go for that. Yeah, the power! Alright, LA, excellent. This is big. This is big news. This is big news. Shout out to my One Piece fans. They know this is big news. The clef is super important, as I mentioned. How good is Roaring Moon really? Just to False Swipe Gaming. It's solid. It's pretty good. Man, it's really good. Especially because speed tier wise, this is one of the few things that Ogerpon can't deal with. Because again, I can always switch Ogerpon in and out. It's really based on if the Zapdos gets the we don't speak its name, you know? So do I want to? So I'll heal on she's gonna hex. Let me think, Moonlight into Wisp hex. I'm at a higher amount of HP than I am now. I would kill him. I don't think he's gonna leave it in. Right, excellent. So that all panned out the way I expected, which is phenomenal. I'm thumbsing up right now, you just can't see me. The Goldengo all up in my face. Terra Water is critical for removing the the one shots. Speed F boost. Plus this could be a trick. What to do here? What to do? Every damage my Ogerpon takes, I can't recover back. Every bit of damage. We have no data on this Goldengo. Man, I have so much stuff that's coming out that goes into, because I've been studying the science of the Mons, right? Like in this moment, I noticed when people are watching me, right, well actually wrong one, since he has a Tusk and a Zapdos, he's actually Hex. When people are watching me, what they're seeing is, well, two key phenomena are happening right now. Yeah. Zapdos U-turning would be blessed here for the Tusk matchup, but really my best bet is to reposition the clef, and the reason being, he has the heart switch. I didn't know which one he would go into. And what this does is punishes the Zapdos. He actually goes for... My luck is back. So that takes us a good bit back because he got the confusion and the for two reasons. I can get parahaxed now, meaning I can get U-turning here, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So with I have rocks up there, the reason being I want that Dragapult to not, so now he can come in and do whatever he wants, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. He might wisp, but he hexes straight up. So I'll thrust the rocks this turn. I wanted my Clefable healthier, but it's outside of the wells, and maybe in the range of that 2 KO. Since it's hex, the Zapdos is a pest. Alright, yeah. Unless it has like, unless this has, I was literally about to say unless this has Thunder Wave, this is inconsequential. I actually should have went to for U-turn there. It's actually a misplay, but it'll work out. I disagree with Rapid Spin, but as I said, it'll work out because what the fuck is he gonna do? Plus I can just spike here. Goldingo, going hard Goldingo is insane. For a multitude of reasons. One, it's your only way to stop this Clefable. But this is probably plot hex. Roaring Moon mid-ground. And now this allows us to U-turn. If he has Make It Rain, I doubt it. It might knock out. Please get this off. Blessed. And that's a critical piece of damage there because that's the difference between a 2-hit KO on the Pond Ogre and not. Right? And so with that bit of spike up, we're looking really sexy right now. Really sexy. There's so many ways we can go about skinning this cat. But I am a non-SPDF scorer. And so for the long term, man, there's so many things I want to explain at the same damn time. For the Moonlight here, I can knock the Goldingo, but he's taking spikes now, which seals deals. Hex Thunder Wave, which means it's most likely nasty plot and recover. Which means the best he can go for is Hex on my Roaring Moon, which I can always force out, which is why he's continually going for it. It is an annoying move, must admit it. But the Thunder Wave is going to be big, depending. And I do have Infernape that can outspeed this. Depending on what he goes to, I'll eventually slack off. Infernape is lethal. It's a beast. Oh, look at us getting that damage. And now this puts us in a position of power, as we're going to remove whatever the leftovers, pesky leftovers on that Goldingo. Because he's feeling himself a little too much right now. And this Gliscor can come in and put him to work. Yeah, so that leftovers is gone, brother. Gone, I tell you. Gone, I tell you. This would be an excellent opportunity for him to go for that young wave of tea. But I'm not 100. Ogre Pond can kill this. I wish I had sub right now. Sub would be a done deal. So I gotta give the Nape up. He does T-Wave. Some told me he would that turn. I didn't. The T-Wave miss obviously mattered a lot. But this is big. This is big news. Shout outs to Big News Morgans. The Hazard War is not smoky once. Though I'm wondering if it's even worth burning a Tinglu versus Cleffing and Roxing. I actually just remembered that my the rocks aren't up. It literally just hit me. And that's big because when we'll remove the item here. Which allows us to move. Actually, yeah, the Moonlight was the correct play there. We're gonna play the hazard game. I couldn't stop his hazards anyway. I'm actually surprised that did so much. Good moonlight play there though. I'm probably faster, and I doubt he one-shots me, even if he were to hex. Okay, excellent, excellent. Actually, protect was a wasted play there. Please hit. Thank you. This piece of junk dude keeps fucking confusing me. The T-Wave miss was justification for the clef earlier on, but if enough hazards go up, then the Dragapult obviously dies. I'm just thinking about what my end game is. I mean, at this point, it's looking most probable to be Gliscor, because literally once that fucking Pult dies, Gliscor wins. So I'm not playing with these hazards right now. Meaning I'm not playing with the, if he didn't confuse me there, I would have, so now Ogerpon's legit. I sub Ogerpon would just smoke bro here. But as I said, we gotta play this patiently. He's gonna moonlight out. Unfortunately the Gliscor gets to come in, but I do get to go to Nape on the Goldengo, and it has to go for the recover. But Pult dead score is a victory for me. I could also, I probably could have went, actually, I do not want to get T-waved. Because Ogerpon wouldn't kill, I know he's going to recover. And so at this point, he can't guard against fire. Tinglu is his best bet, which wants no smoke from this guy. But we always just flamethrower here to cover for the Zapdos. I don't get the Goldengo, that was a wild Goldengo play, because now he puts himself in jeopardy. I'll take the kill here. Let's realize that knockoff too. It doesn't get the you know what. But as I said, also this is one of the secondary ways that he can take out my Gliscor. Fortunately, the you know what was not received. Not playing this game super cleanly, truth be told. I don't know if this has potentially switcheroo and things of that nature. Score is too important to hard switch into, and so is Goldengo. But if this comes in, it's a guaranteed kill every time. Let's say he does have switcheroo. And he'd have a Toxic Orb, and I'd have, what, a Choice Band. Still a KO. I don't think he can 2KO me, but let's find out. U-turn. U-turn doesn't punish me, because it forces in a knocked off Dragapult, which is finished in this town if he were to do that. Yeah, excellent, excellent. As this allows for me to tech and just go to Clefable, and this is what we wanted. So now Score is back in the building, and I don't know how he's gonna force it out. So he repositions into Goldengo, which I don't agree with. Unless you're gonna, I mean, even if he Thunder Waves, it won't solve the problem. But I always hard Ogerpon here. And IV. Yeah. I guess I could get the you know whatted. Oh no, he got it. That was always something I actually thought Ivy would do more than that. 39% is embarrassing. He's used 4 recovers. The Goldengo, his Goldengo is gone. Mine is not. And he's not shown Ruination. Like, this literally could just beat the remainder of his team. Especially because I'm probably faster than his. I have quite a bit of speed here. Unless the Tinglu has something other than Whirlwind. So Sneasler makes sense. What? Shadow Claw. Hard switch. He actually U-turns because he wants to pop my balloon, which makes sense because he needs to rapid spin to have a shot. So now it goes to Tusk. Tusk is gonna have likely the knockoff and such. I mean let me see, protect here, rapid spin. I think he's still spinning. Yeah, you're in a desperate spot right now. You gotta do what you gotta do. So now he can't spin, which means Tusk, Sneasler, everybody's dead except the Goldengo. But my Goldengo is healthy enough to take on his, and I just Terra here and recover. And there's nothing he can do about it. So I'm max defense. I just nasty plot up. Yeah. Even if I didn't nasty plat up, I could just go Gliscor. So yeah, I don't like how I played that game. It wasn't ultra. I was trying to process too many things at the same time. Because if you remember, there was a point in the video where I was like, oh, there's some things I want to release. And so my brain went on an entire, there's some things I've been whiteboarding out because I've been getting a lot of questions on just, okay, I can explain, that won't take long. But whenever a turn occurs, if you notice, there's like a pause. And so to the audience or somebody who's still on the way up, it seems, the pause seems like I'm just thinking about what's in front of me. And I was thinking about that. I mean, obviously I've explained in the book and all that that's not the case. However, the rabbit hole goes so deep. And I didn't realize even how deep it went, because what the brain does at that moment, like let's say depending on where you are, if you've never seen these members before, your first step is literally to go and have yourself lose to all of these Pokemon so you can know what the consequences of having a Zapdos versus an Infernape, what has that consequence of having a Goldengo vert, like that's your job. Just to find out the consequences, learn all of that, which is emotionally difficult for most players, but it's actually a great thing because you can't have solutions before you have problems. And so you have to first identify what the problems would be by first losing to them, which is why in the beginning of meta, I'm just like not overly critical into thinking because I just want to see what could happen, right? And then after that, there are like a couple different steps, but I didn't realize how quickly, because it's sort of like if you think about the first time you try to ride a bike and now you're doing it in your sleep, but if you were to try to teach someone again how to ride a bike who's riding it for the first time, you realize how many things are what's in called trying to use words that are memorable, let's use the word automatic, right? So the automatic aspect, the part of your brain that handles that, there's so much of Pokemon when you get to it, like you have to get to automatic information before you can even process the turn in front of you. It's ridiculous. It's so much you don't even know because you've been playing so long. So when you see an Alolan Ninetales, you don't actually see a Alolan Ninetales. You see a tool that does this, and that. Because in reality, what an Alolan Ninetales is it could be max attack. It could, I mean, in theory, right? But when you automatically say max speed, max HP, or of it, like you completely delete every other option. However, if somebody was seeing that for the first time, they would be like, what's his type? What's super effective? And so that scale goes so far up. So it actually requires so many failures on certain levels before you can get to the point where you can see 4 turns into the battle. So it's actually a good thing to go out and just play a bunch of games and lose them. But then the next step I'm going to be sharing with you guys on how to review the games to make sure that when you go into the next game, you can apply the data and the solution. I haven't figured out how I'm going to learn how to explain this to everyone. So that's still in the works, but yeah, that's how my brain short-circuited, long story short. But anyway, Clef is amazing here for these 3. Cerulege's Gliscor food and Tuska's Gliscor food. So I just really have to be patient here. Let him do his thing with the Alolan Ninetales. Do your thing, bro. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Go ahead and let me take you out. Yep. I ain't mad at you. Phase 2. Go to the Manaphy. Good Ursaluna too, but I assume Manaphy. But that's probably some Terra. Okay, Cerulege, I'll take Cerulege. Does this get knockoff? Probably Poltergeist. Probably Poltergeist is coming out here. I should have went Roaring Moon. No, I should have went Infernape and Flamethrower. No, I'm probably not fast. Actually, I am faster. I don't think I'll die, but because I'm a heavily Fizzed F Gliscor. Please live. Okay, that lived easily. And I hit the Toxic, yeah. And now Gliscor is gonna do what Gliscor does. I was debating whether or not it's worth going to Inferno. No, it's actually better to just Hazards up, because I can just go into Roaring Moon and smack him. Yeah, I know it's Swords Dance, but it's a pointless Swords Dance. It's truly insignificant. It's truly insignificant. And he bladed. Oh, blessed. Wonderful. And so our best bet here is to always just go for the attack. We never knock off here, because he's gonna get the... I could, but it's such a insignificant amount of damage. It's gonna give him the weak armor boost, and then I have to go to Glycecore and protect. And if he bitter blades, he gets health, but like, it's just unnecessary, right? And so all our job is here is to remove the Fizz Def Mon so that Clefable can do what Clefable does. And so even in this moment, right? How is Jam? How are people able, even in the VGC realm, just able to know exactly what needs to be done on one particular turn? How do we apply the short-term tactics while keeping the long-term context in mind, right? That's like a big fucking deal. And when you're in it, you don't realize how big of a deal it is. And so, it's Terra Fairy. What is it gonna Bitter Blade? I'm glad I forced the Terra there. So Glycecore's gonna eat. Yeah, and that's fine. 37%, yeah, that's fine. Because he's not getting any health back and I protect. But that's an excellent example, right? I don't think my opponent properly considered the long-term consequences. He just terrored. And so now he's in a position where he realizes, oh, I just more or less wasted my fucking Terra. And what's funnier is that I technically could just Terra Water here and there's nothing he could do. I'm like thinking if there's a downside to that. Like, let's say he has Ice Spinner, but if he's plus speed, his Ice Spinner is weak as hell. So if I Terra Water, how does he beat this? Let's find out. Curious to find out, but well, let's... Is it worth... What could he bulk up or something? I mean, if he's bulk up, I have Clef. Let's protect the first turn to see what he's gonna do. Ice Spinner, I would survive this, but as I said, I don't need my Terra. Terra Fairy doesn't serve me. Actually resist Bitter Blade. Yeah, he is bulk up. And so we get that young Toxic off. And so since we've confirmed Ice Spinner, Clefable is not that guy. I'm curious how much this does to CC. Okay, that's even better. CC Ice Spinner. That already doesn't have Rapid Spin. We can always just tech tier, get that little bit of health back as he bulks up. And then we just go Clefable and make him feel like it was all for naught. Because it was. Unless he has Headlong Rush. That does a lot. I figured it'd do a lot, but actually out damages what's his face by quite a lot. Alright, then I don't want any more damage on me. I wouldn't have Ice Spinner there, it didn't do anything for you. Since he's already terrored, the Blood Moon is inconsequential. And Ogre Pond just beats. Ogre Pond just beats. So all I need to do is keep Clef for Valiant and really over, you know. The Cerulege can't do anything. Really, I just I'm thinking, is there anything that I'm missing? What would I even need the Golden Go for? I'll just make it rain here. Is there a Valiant that could possibly beat my Clef that I'm not aware of? You can't Calm Mind, you can't Swords Dance. Let's find out. If there was and I lose to it, so be it. Yeah. Why it doesn't even knock me out. Probably has Vacuum Wave though. But I've seen a lot of these Aurora Veil ones and Leftovers run Calm Mind and such. So maybe he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Look at me eat that Earth Power though. He must have not had any special attack investment. But then again, Goldango is that guy. He's about that smoke. And Manaphy can't mindlessly boost because I have Unaware and I have. But that's what I mean, like, when you think about the long-term consequences of things, it's like, okay, I made that decision, but what does that look like moving forward? And so Valiant's the only thing left that could beat my Ogre Pond, but Ogre Pond, I guess, could miss the whip. Interesting. Okay, so now this is the beauty of Mons, right? It's like, okay, well, now I know that's a consequence that I need to be concerned about. I need to miss quite a few whips for him to stand a chance. But yeah. But anyway, we're gonna wrap the live up there. It's 25 minutes short and sweet. But yeah, guys, it's forgive the rambling. I know some people love it's why you come here, right? But it's actually such a tricky process to think about how I'm going to get somebody, no matter what level of play they are, to no matter at what point in the training, because I'm going to release the training. It won't be free because it takes way too much time to plan this all out. But I want it to be literally perfect is a hard word to, it's a hard thing to achieve, but years, about 2 years in the making of sorting out all, like literally the atomic level of what it takes. And so I want to be able to put something out to where from a neurological level, we get this shit just get from A to B in the shortest time possible, because nothing will be up to theory anymore. And so we're very close to there. We're like very close. But I have to read actually things outside of Mons to make sure the science is accurate and it's aligning based on the results people are getting. So it's really exciting. But as I said, I don't know how I'm gonna. It's tricky to explain this because it's never been done before and it's never been explained, and this is new territory. It's exciting, right? So hit the like button if you enjoyed my ramblings for today. Hopefully it put you to sleep, and I'll see you the next one. Peace.